What's up everyone, June here, and welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a while since I've uploaded. My life has been very busy in the last few months, but I just had a nice little video series idea. How about I take the top 20 most popular dance and electronic songs according to Billboard's yearly year ends and rank them in tier list form. So these are the top 20 most popular dance songs of 2013 according to US mainstream consumption, and this is the first year that they've done that chart. They didn't do the regular dance electronic charts during the club boom, so that's a little bit of a bummer in retrospect. So we're gonna work our way up until present day. So alright, let's get this started with number 20, Hadouken's Levitate. Now, this song is pretty interesting, as that's probably the only time we'll really talk about Noisia when it comes to mainstream music, at least in top 20s. This is kind of like electro with like Noisia's production. However, I don't think they really did their best job here. The vocals are not really that memorable either, and overall for that kind of electro house pop kind of stuff, I think there's better in general than Hadouken's Levitate. I'm gonna rank this more in the C tier for now. Not really big of a fan, but also it's not really like that bad either. It's kind of like just in the middle. It's not bad, it's not great, it's a fine tune. Next up we have oh my god, we have Bubble Butt by Major Lazer, Bruno Mars, and Tyga. What can even be said about Bubble Butt? Like, yeah, okay, 2013 was definitely the year of butts in the mainstream, but also, like, this song has zero fucking energy in the production and the verses. Like, how do you make a song about shaking ass that's like with no energy, no way to dance to it? Is just like so damn boring for some reason. And Bruno Mars can't even sell that well. I'm gonna say it, like Fat, Juicy, and Wet with Sexy Red at least has a better hook for Bruno Mars about, I mean, it wasn't like an ass song, but like, still, you can tell that that song is just like absolute trash. I'm gonna go in F tier. Number 18 now is Rihanna's Right Now featuring David Guetta. Now, I'm gonna say this ain't really like one of Rihanna's most memorable tracks. Like, this was a minor hit at best. The middle drop of this song is like super grating. It kind of sounds like two metal plates scraping against each other. Like, I just don't really love this song. Very weak collaboration. There's better during that time for Rihanna's EDM collaborations. I'm gonna put this in the D tier for now. Next up at number 17, we have Work Bitch by Britney Spears. Okay, this era of Britney Spears is a little controversial, since apparently there may be some rumors that Britney Spears didn't even record a lot of that album. However, my main problem here is more like in the song structure and the production. It's a very repetitive track, very uninteresting after like a few listens. It's a weak Britney Spears single, especially during her club era, and the production feels a little underweight, especially from some industry titans like Sebastian Ingrosso and a newer producer, Otto Knows. So I don't know, this song, a little bit of a weak song. I'm gonna put this in the D tier as well. A little above right now by Rihanna, because at least Work Bitch kind of works a little better and is a little bit more cohesive. Next up, number 16, I have Gangnam Style by Psy. Yeah, okay, this is 2013. I just want to say that because you also see another Psy song here. But Gangnam Style was way more popular in 2012. If there was actually that chart in 2012, it would have been higher on the year end. Gangnam Style, I mean, it's just an iconic track. Everyone knows Gangnam Style. Everyone knows the dance. It was very big at the time. Looking back, it's still a pretty nice viral moment. And the song is very catchy. The production has kind of aged pretty decently, actually. There was a reason why that song blew the hell up. And honestly, still pretty good. I'm gonna put us in the beats here. Number 15 now, we have Alive by Cruella. Cruella, very hit or miss group for me. However, their 2013 album, Get Wet, did have some hits, and Alive is definitely one of them. I really love the house feel of the production here. The vocal hooks are extremely catchy. This whole song is very euphoric, lovely, probably like top tier Cruella in my opinion. I'm gonna put this in the A tier for Alive. Number 14 now we have Psy with Gentleman. This was the follow-up to Gangnam Style, and it kind of showed that Psy really wanted to have another Gangnam Style. The production's a little similar, and same thing for the song structure. It just doesn't really hit the same way as Gangnam Style did, in my opinion. And it makes sense that with every further single, Psy's popularity kind of dwindled until he stopped trying to recapture Gangnam Style. I'm gonna put this in the C tier, below Levitate, but still, Psy's Gentleman is just a poor man's Gangnam Style, in my opinion. Next up, number 13, we have will.i.am and Justin Bieber with That Power. I mean, okay, the thing with that song is that, like, the hooks are pretty solid. The hooks are pretty solid with that song. Justin Bieber's performance, pretty decent. And then the drop happens, and it's, like, super one note. Like, what were you fucking cooking, will.i.am, with this? And will.i.am as verse are, like, really weak. They would be unmemorable if they didn't have, like, iconic lyrics such as, like, used to have a piggy bank, now I have, like, a bigger bank. Yeah, what were you cooking, will.i.am? I'm gonna put this in the D tier as well. I'm gonna put this higher than Right Now. At least the hook is pretty nice here, so there is that. Next up, number 12, Sweet Nothing by Calvin Harris and Florence Welch. This era of Calvin Harris was actually pretty solid, and it's still pretty nice in retrospect. A lot of hits, a lot of songs that aged pretty nicely, and Sweet Nothing is definitely one of them. I really love Florence's vocals in general, even if she's definitely not as good here as on her own material with Florence and the Machine. This is still very good. That drop has some energy. I love the melodies. Yeah, a really good, solid hit. Gonna put this in the A tier, definitely. Next up, Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey and Cedric Gervais. This definitely eclipsed the original in terms of popularity. I think I slightly prefer the original, though the remix is still pretty nice. That drop still hits. Pretty well executed remix, not much to say. I'm gonna put this in the B tier. Personally, we're in the top 10 now. Top 10 moment. Let's start off with Don't You Worry Child by Swedish House Mafia and John Martin. What a classic this song is. I don't even know what else can be said about that song. It's just a masterpiece, honestly. Brilliant vocals, absolutely anthemic drops, and amazing production here. There's a reason why that one is an EDM anthem at this point. Very nice send off for that era of Swedish House Mafia, and very iconic song in general. I'm gonna put this in the S tier. I still adore this song a lot. Next up, number 9 is I Feel. No, sorry, I Need Your Love. Why did I confuse? Why did I say I Feel Your Love? God damn it. Calvin Harris, Ellie Goulding. Very good performance from Ellie Goulding as usual. The production here is good, but I don't think I love it as much as Sweet Nothing. There are some moments I'm not as fond of, especially at the end of the song. Production, still, the drops have some good energy. I like the grid that they have, and the hooks are very catchy. I'm still going to put this in the A tier. Below Sweet Nothing, but again, Calvin Harris was on a pretty nice streak of singles with that album in general. So yeah. Number 8, Applause, Lady Gaga. Art pop is so hit or miss, but Applause is nice. I'll say that. Is it as good as other Lady Gaga singles? Hell no. But is it still nice? Does it still have memorable moments? Does it still have a good hook? Definitely. I'm gonna put this in the B tier. Definitely. Next up, Feel This Moment by Pitbull and Christina Aguilera. Oh my goodness. First off, we can't ignore the fact that this kind of interpolates Aha's Take On Me, which is a much better track. And once again, Pitbull's verses on here are pretty unmemorable. Really, the main thing about Pitbull is that he suffers from the same problems I have with like Florida, where, yeah, okay, club hits, gets everyone hyped, but as all verses are not as memorable, except compared to Florida, Pitbull has some iconic lyrics. That song doesn't really have any, so there's also that. The hook is pretty neat. I'm gonna put this in like the C tier, definitely above Levitate and Gentleman. It still gets me hyped sometimes. Next we have Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears. Oh man, what a doozy. Again, with that era of will.i.am, the hooks were nice, but the draws were kinda not good at all. And Britney Spears sounds so checked out here. The overall song just feels like a goddamn mess. I think I like this even less than That Power, honestly. I'm gonna put in the D tier, but it's worse than That Power. I'm just gonna say that. Next up, number 5. We're already in the top 5, and honestly, with Clarity by Zedd and Foxes, well, yeah. I mean, that's another goddamn classic. Foxes has some iconic vocals here. The drops are absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite electro tracks ever. Everything here is just goddamn perfect. This is Zedd's magnum opus. It also has Paul Robinson on co-production in the credits, but still, absolutely amazing. I'll put this above Don't You Worry Child. Absolute classic. I love this song. And on number 4 we have I Love It by Iconopop and Charlie XCX. One of the first Charlie hits, actually. That one is a bop. There's not much really to say about this. Love that hook. The production is still very impactful. This is just a really nice pop hit. Not much else to say about that one. I'm gonna put this in the A tier, honestly. I love that one. Next up, number 3, Wake Me Up by Avicii. The first single from that True album. And Definitely a very interesting one, blending folk, country, and progressive house. And Aloe Black's uncredited vocals here are absolutely amazing. That drop is iconic. What's not to love about that song, actually? This is not one of my favorite Avicii songs, personally. There's better, even on True, honestly. But this, there's still no denying, this is an absolute hit. I think I'm just gonna put this like right below Alive. So the A tier, A for Avicii. And yeah, good stuff. Number 2 on that list is Get Lucky by Daft Punk and Pharrell Williams. I mean, okay, this is gonna be hard because like I'm obviously gonna put this in the S tier. I think I'm gonna put this above Clarity and Don't You Worry Child. Just a perfect song. That bass line is absolutely beautiful. Love the funky production here. Daft Punk, yeah. In retrospect, this is actually Daft Punk's last album. Like, god damn, Random Access Memories is just such a perfect album, in my opinion. It's on par with Discovery for that band. And Get Lucky, like, I'm so happy that became such a massive smash hit. It's pop perfection, honestly. Such a beautiful track. I love this so damn much. I wish there were more Daft Punk songs on that top 20, because I see Lose Yourself to Dance a little lower on that list. It wouldn't have been S tier, it would have been A tier. It's not one of the better tracks on Random Access Memory, but it's still goddamn excellent. Get Lucky, favorite song on here. Clarity and Don't You Worry Child are extremely close. Like, honestly, all of those songs are close to being 10 out of 10s for me, so. And the number 1 song for dance that year is Harlem Shake by Bauer. And I mean, yeah, okay, the meme, obviously, but like other than that, like, I'm not gonna lie, if you hear like only the part that was viral, you kind of heard the whole song. It's very repetitive. Nice that it is like the biggest trap EDM hit ever, but I feel like that style has been done much better after Harlem Shake's big impact, even then by some mainstream artists like DJ Snake and RL Grime. But yeah, for what it's worth, I'll put in C tier. Probably like right here, below Fearless Moment. It's still neat. It's nice that happened, but as a song, it doesn't really stand the test of time, and also it feels more like he looped a 30-second loop. So here we have my tier list for the top 20 most popular dance hits of 2013 in the US according to Billboard. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you for 2014. Bye bye.